Here in Texas, the state is sharing a final, deeper look at who exactly is applied for school vouchers. Those will provide thousands of taxpayer dollars to help families send their children to private school or cover costs related to homeschooling. The state said it got applications for these Texas Education Freedom accounts from nearly 275,000 students. But that is not all. Jaden Edison from the Texas Tribune learned. He's joining us now live to talk more about his reporting into this. Jaden, welcome back to the show. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
So in your story, the lead really jumped out to me. You wrote that most of Texas school voucher applications came from white families and children who previously attended a private school or a homeschool. Give us a breakdown of what those numbers showed exactly.
Right. So, to me, that was particularly noteworthy, right? And you're right. And out of all races and ethnicities, of families who applied for the program, it was roughly about 45% of applicants were from white families, and about 75% roughly were from families who previously had enrolled their children in some form of private school or homeschool before that. And so, there may be people watching this, and the question becomes, why is that notable, right? And I look at this on two fronts, right? One is if you look at the diversity of Texas public schools, right, where Hispanic children make up the majority of students in public schools, right? You think about, also the fact that this program particularly was billed as a benefit to, families who, really, families of low income families, excuse me, and families of students with disabilities who were kind of frustrated with their local public school system, assuming that is the case for some applicants. That's how the program was built. And so certainly, the demographic makeup is that's, why it becomes relevant when you look at kind of how lawmakers touted the program and kind of what we've seen so far. Now, it's important to note too that obviously the applicants and participants, those are going to be two different processes there. And so certainly there's more to come in terms of who ultimately will end up benefiting from the program.
Yeah, I want to circle back to that in just a few moments about how the implementation and the awarding of the money will go. But talk to us about the reaction that different leaders have had upon learning that few public school families have applied to get a voucher.
Yeah, it's fascinating from the standpoint of, people who, obviously maybe, many lawmakers, right, in terms of, our Democratic lawmakers who really were vehemently opposed to the program kind of looked at it as virtually confirmation as kind of what they'd had warned, right? Is that ultimately, from their perspective, they had always talked about how, when you look at other states, the primary, beneficiaries of these type of programs, meaning all access programs where virtually any school-age child can participate, we've seen in other states that really the beneficiaries tend to be more affluent families, more, families who already maybe had the means, before to afford private school or homeschool. Families demographically speaking were more white and more affluent. And so certainly you've heard that, but also, when you hear from lawmakers who really supported this program, I think, what they're really hanging on to is that this is just one step in the process. And certainly, the Texas Comptroller who manages the program has come out and said, we only think we're going to have enough funding to be able to fund one, low income families and obviously students with disabilities who are, first and second in the priority tier, starting with students with disabilities, then low income families. And so certainly, lawmakers are kind of really just staying in the same camps that they've been this whole time. Some who support they're saying be patient, and others, who opposed it, kind of sounding the alarm and saying, hey, this is what we've been saying the entire time.
And you and I have discussed this previously, but demand for the program exceeds the $1 billion that initially got allocated to get this off the ground. So you mentioned it a moment ago, but how exactly will the lottery work now?
Right. So I'll try to break it down, just keep it really simple, right? So it's broken up into several tiers, right? And that starts with students with disabilities whose families fit within a certain income threshold. Now, that's actually going to be, it would be, for example, a family of four of up to around $165,000 per year. So that's the first category. And then the second category, will be what the program considers low income families, right? And for example, that would be, call it a family of four making at or below around $66,000 per year. And then from there, the priority tier continues. You'll have, low to middle income families. Then you'll have, families who are considered, the wealthiest of the bunch, who would be considered in that lower tier. And then obviously, within that last tier, you would have the state would give priority to public school students over those who didn't previously attend public school. So again, that's very complicated the way I laid it out. But if we want to keep it really simple, the state believes it's only going to have enough funding to fund really those first two tiers, right? The students with disabilities and students with low income families. And I just think it's important to also note, though, that that's one part of the process. Families still have to find a private school or, obviously a learning accommodation to be able to receive the funds. And so certainly that's going to ultimately be the determining factor in which families ultimately end up being the beneficiaries in the inaugural year of this program.
Yeah, absolutely. If you'd like to read more about the numbers that we've seen so far from the state and implementation of this, I would highly recommend you go check out Jaden Edison's reporting at the Texas Tribune's website. But Jaden, thank you again so much for joining us here this afternoon, and we look forward to more conversations in the future.
Absolutely. Have a great day.